Hello everybody, Imminent Storm here, and today we're going to be starting up a new series of Crusader Kings 2 that's going to be a little bit different, as you can probably already tell, given that we have the Imperium Romanum here, and we are already pretty far into the game. So this is not a normal start. So what is this? This is a succession game that I was invited to by a few other YouTubers who were playing on this game. So what's a succession game? A succession game is where each player plays as a single character, and then when they die, and they go through succession, they hand off the save file to the next player, who then continues playing with the new character. So this has already had several other people play on it. I will have a link in the description of this video to the full playlist of the entire series, and all of the other previous players who have already played this game, so you can go back, you can watch it from the beginning and get caught up if you want, or just watch my section and then move on to the next, whatever you want. So, what is the situation here? Obviously, the Roman Empire has been reformed. The game originally started playing as the Emperor of the Byzantine Empire, and a lot of significant things have already happened in addition to the formation of the Roman Empire. If we look at religions, as you can see, Orthodox is pretty much the sole Christian faith. The schism was mended, so Catholicism no longer is a legitimate Christian faith. They are considered a heresy, if any still exist. And so our capital here is in Rome. So we have our capital in Rome, and we're going to see how things go. We have a lot to go through here to get set up. So let's first take a look at our character. We are Emperor Orestes of the Imperium Romanum of the House Tutubus. It originally started as the House YouTuber, and one of the previous guys kind of Latinized the name once they formed the Roman Empire. So what are we? We are a Grey Eminence, so we are a very good diplomat, but we apparently have the lover's pox. We are diligent, we are charitable, we are wroth, we are content. It's an interesting combination of traits to have, both wrathful and content. And we're cruel as well, and we apparently have cramps, fever, and malaise. So we are ill at the moment. So hopefully this won't be a very short series. Let's see. Let's say we want to groom an heir. And we already have an heir. The succession law is on ultimogenitors, which means that the youngest son inherits, which actually makes sense for a game of this type, so that we transition to the youngest character possible for the next player, so they'll have as much time as possible to play with it. Because we are sick, I am going to take something that gives me health. I don't need the diplomacy, so I'm going to take hunting. The +1 health. Now, let's see, we have open council positions. There's a few titles that get created. Righteous imprisonment, we have dangerous factions. Gavelkin succession in Italy has 119% support. That's not good. And vassal opinion is pretty terrible. What is everyone's... Despot of Wallachia is in prison? He's in my prison. He's cruel. Imprisonment, title claimant. His heir still doesn't like me much. He's ambitious. Okay. Well, that's something we're going to have to deal with pretty much immediately. We are apparently over vassal limit as well, so we're going to have to sort that out. We are probably going to set our focus on Rome. We have a special amount of titles. We need to appoint a commander. A bunch of minor titles we need to hand out as well. We need 5 commanders. Okay, let's just hand those guys out. Court Dwarf. We actually have someone who can be the Court Dwarf. Despot. We'll make that our heir. Well, actually, we can't. Sebastocrator. Let's see. Trying to hand all these guys out to people to try to get some opinion up. Now, what's our laws look like? So... Okay, so the rule... Council can vote on banishment. You vote on executions. You also vote on wars. Actually, that's not a bad thing right now. Because... when this law is given to the council, then council members can only join factions when the council is discontent, which the council is going to be discontent probably for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So somehow we're going to deal with this dangerous faction for 2 years. 2 children lack a childhood focus. Our heir. Let's get him duty. And our other son, who's his twin, we'll get him struggle. We are apparently threatening. We're at 63.1% threat, which means we most likely have defensive pacts, and defensive pacts of different religions can join each other. Yep, defensive pacts are all over the place. So we really aren't going to be able to make any territorial moves until we get that threat below 50%. So we only have to deal with one religious group at a time. What is the state of the military? We can only raise 28,000 troops? Oh. That's terrible. That is terrible. Okay. Oh my, oh my. Shut the gates. An epidemic is threatening us? What epidemic is threatening us? The Black Death! Oh. Lovely. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, we're shutting the gates. Seal the gates. I am not dealing with the Black Death. Okay. Let's see. Open council positions. We have 2 council positions we need to assign. Can we assign them to somebody who's in this faction? Like you. They're already on the council. So, okay, yeah. So this faction is going to get dealt with. -8. What about you? Can we make you a counselor? What's he decent at? Nothing. Let's just see. Do we have any powerful vassals who want to be on the council? Chancellor? Oh, his diplomacy is just... Exarch of Bulgaria, but you know what? We'll do it. Marshal, we'll take you. Alright. So that should help a little bit. Alright, now why is our vassal limit above what we need? I think... What kingdom titles do we hold? So we hold the Imperial Romanum, we hold the Kingdom of Italy. Alright. We hold the Kingdom of Greece, we hold the Kingdom of Sicily. Kingdom of Sicily is definitely one we don't necessarily need. You? Can we grant you Viceroyalty of Sicily? Do it. That helped. Ooh, you apparently have the plague. Okay. What else do we hold? That's the Duchy of Thrace, Duchy of Nicaea, Kingdom of Greece. Kingdom of Greece. Let's see. We directly control these two duchies over here. Alright, so who do we want to make the King of Greece? You. Grant Viceroyalty of Greece. So that should help out a little bit there. Alright, so we actually need a new marshal. I will actually bring him in. I'm gonna take, you know, significantly substandard commanders, our counselors, just to get them in. Alright, we don't want to be running at this speed. Alright, let's unpause it and let's see how things go here. Alright. Due to the affliction spreading throughout the Imperium, I have been forced to seclude myself. Your swollen limbs have blackened and burst, spewing out blood and pus. You have contracted the plague. Oh, crap. Oh, jeez. -7 health. You're a current ruler of the glorious empire. May your reign be a prosperous one. We gain the trait Augustus. And we need to hand out 3 more commanders because apparently the characters in the realm are dropping like flies. The plague approaches. Mobs of new people are arriving in Genoa. Most of the newly arrived are commoners fleeing the plague that has reached Nice and beyond the borders of our realm. Just beyond the borders of our realm. Some have lost their whole families, some are trying to protect theirs, and a few are travelers or merchants that had an easier time moving. All of them seem to have witnessed indescribable horrors. Hardly any will talk about it at all. The ones that do talk warn others of the coming plague and urge them to stay inside and pack their things and flee. Okay, King, Chief of France, created Duchy of something. Okay. Do we have a hospital here? We do in fact have a hospital here that has been improved significantly. Ibrahim of Sunni Uprising declared a Roman Sunni Revolt on Emperor Orestes of the Imperium Romanum. Okay, Sunni rebels have risen up. What's our income? Our income's actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and get this hospital improved. Raiders. Raiders. Is there anywhere where I can bring up some guys? 296 troops. Lovely. If I raise up my guys, and it's my retinue. Can I raise up boats here? 22 ships. Let me raise up my fleet levies. Is it what? Control? No, or is it shift? I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's get you guys over there. Alright, we lost our steward. These are dark days. When my wife, Empress Agnes, was beset by high fever and could not stop vomiting, we feared the worst. The suspicions are now confirmed. Her affliction is indeed the dreaded plague. Oh, lovely. Okay. Alright, well, there's nobody here, so we might as well just go ahead and open the gates because we already have the plague. There's no stopping it. Alright, everybody gather. Alright, where is that revolt? More raiders. Oh, there's the Sunni uprising. Okay. Force them to join all their factions. Increased council power faction is at 112%. Oh, apparently our wife died. And we need a new wife. You will do. I want some money. There we go. Oh boy, everybody is dropping like flies. Right, you guys merge. All these stinking raiders. Alright. You guys merge up, you guys merge up, you guys get on the boats. And let's go ahead and take care of these Sunni. You're not sure how it happened, but your skin has returned to a healthy color and the abscesses are gone. It would seem you have survived the plague! Yes! Oh, I was afraid this was going to be a one-episode series. Alright. Now, does that actually give me, like, resistance to getting the plague again? I still have the Lover's Pox. Alright, there we are. Let those guys recover some morale. There's nothing I can do about this. Well, at least not at the moment. There we go. Actually, there is something we can do about that. Oh, we need another commander. We'll take whoever we can get. We need a new steward. Well, if this plague is accomplishing one thing, it is making sure that we get rid of all the unhappy vassals. Speaking of unhappy vassals, you kind of hate us, don't you? If I execute him, lower all your vassals' opinion by -10. Can I banish him by -20? They would be more unhappy for me banishing a guy than executing him. Can I throw him? What happens if I? How much is he losing because he's imprisoned? -30. Once control the Duchy of Wallachia. Once control the Duchy. He wants control of 2 duchies? Ambitious. Adulterer. Imperial administration. Let's say this. Let's release you from prison. Okay. So you guys should be good enough. Let's get some commanders in it. No, I am not leading. I'm not leading troops. In fact, we're going to ban myself from leading troops. Let's march you in there. Now you. Let's send my Chancellor there. Can I grant him landed titles? He wants... What does he want? He wants Wallachia. No. Why would I give you Wallachia? There are dark days when my son, Prince Ioannis, was beset by high fever. He could not stop vomiting. We feared the worst. His suspicion is not confirmed. This son has the plague. After being skillfully treated by court physician Metropolitan Berry, of course, and my son is feeling much better. Perhaps he is deserving some praise. Yes. These are dark times for the Empire. Okay, apparently our other son is also being afflicted by the plague. Alright, we have defeated the rebels. Alright, you guys offer peace and enforce our demands. I do what I like to do to rebels. We throw them in a deep dark hole and we never let them out. Alright, you guys march over here. My content lifestyle costs a bit, but I don't mind paying for it. Pay a little bit of gold. No, they burned down all the holdings here. It's a long walk, but just go ahead and do it. I have a new heir. If your character dies, now play as Prince Ioannis. Okay. Hold a grand tournament, as if, you know, we need any more death. Load up on boats. Oh, they're leaving. Okay, so just disband. Let's bring everybody back here. Lords of Greece have approved the institution of disallowed vassal wars law. Okay, that's fine. There's no longer regent. Alright, we will bring you into the council. He's a malcontent, but as soon as the council is no longer discontent, which will be on the 28th of July of next year, he won't be able to be in any factions. This increased council power faction is becoming a problem. We might just have to acquiesce to it and then roll it back at some point. We inherited the Kingdom of Bulgaria. Okay, so Kingdom of Bulgaria. Let's take a look at that. I think it makes sense to your kingdoms to make you the Viceroy of Bulgaria. And, oh, that Viceroyalty of Sicily has to be handed out again. Grand Viceroyalty of Sicily. One thing we're going to have to really get in here and is take a look at our titles. Vassal levies raised too long. New commander, and we need yet another chancellor. Go with you. And apparently these guys can't really do anything. Persia ravaged by plague. The trade routes to the east have become less traveled as reports of the plague spreading in the Persian expanse have increased in frequency. Entire villages are gone from the world of the living, disregarding the wealth that good harvests the area were enjoying. The reality is stark as death continues to spread and despair paves its road. Yep, basically, these guys that I have in my council can't do anything because they've all secluded themselves. And we are running out of people to give. And what do we need to give? Doesn't need a regent. You. Alright, let's stand down. King of Army. Let's stand down the ships. Make sure that everybody is stood down. Yes, good. Asia Minor, ravaged by plague. The atmosphere at court has grown tense as word of the plague raging in Asia Minor has reached you. Further disturbed the people, a story is circulating. Survivors speak of a cursed ship carrying living corpses come to recruit for their captain of death. The myth has lent more credibility each time a coastal city succumbs to the epidemic. What does the epidemic look like? Oh. Yep, and it shows no sign of stopping. But I am so happy that we managed to survive it. Despot Midge is no longer Spymaster. Okay, it appears that he died. Let's get you in here. Can you actually do anything? No. Here's not. Designated Regent. We need yet another new Designated Regent. And we need yet more commanders. Oh my goodness. Countess Tiberge of Provence has usurped the title barony of... Okay. I was kind of hoping that we were going to be able to kind of stabilize and expand the empire a bit during our rule. I guess I want some titles. No. But I think we'll be good just to survive the Black Death. More commanders. Despot Nicodeme II is no longer advisor. Yeah, another one bites the dust. Well, we'll bring Bavaria in as an advisor. So he wants to be in the council. Nomads settled. The king of the Turkish Kagan Rustem, the Turkish marauders, decided to settle down in Komi, making it his new tribal homeland. Okay, so a nomad tribe is settled as, or some of the nomads is settled as tribal. Man, that's a bit of a mess going on up there. So one thing I noticed here is that Jayland, so Jayland here, owns this province right here, which I want back. Oh, look at all like the pyres with people piling up the dead bodies. Despot Nicodeme of Serbia used to favor on Despot Aetios the Good to force him to join the factions. Come on, we need to get the council content. Can't stop thinking of all those prisoners in my dungeon. They are mine at my complete mercy. What a thrill it would be to hurt them. We are cruel. We are cruel, yes. We'll lose some piety, whatever. Oil up the rack. We'll roleplay a little bit. Alright. So I'd like to get that back. And I'd like to try to get some of the territory along the Mediterranean coast over here to start trying to join our territories up. Yep. Do the affliction. The epidemic is still rolling strong. What's this? Arranged marriage. Arranged betrothal. Is this guy like a vassal? King of Scotland. King of Scotland wants to marry his son to my sister. Sure. Go for it. Raiders? I don't think so. Send in the retinue. Middle East, ravaged by plague. The ominous shadow looms over the regions of the Middle East as the plague has left little but tragedy in its wake. The reports are scarce, but upon hearing the tales of lone refugees walking the roads, often sole survival of a family, the hearts of many are torn as to why God would allow this to happen. When will it end? Ah, they got away. At least we drove them off. Alright. These are the only raiders here. And I could raise my boats. Go kick those raiders out. Raise my boats. Oh, these guys are taking attrition. Raise the levy here. Oh, we're losing a lot of money because we're trying to reinforce that retinue. Southern Europe ravaged by the plague. Panic is rising as the plague reaps its victims across southern Europe. Peasants and nobles alike have gathered in the churches to pray for mercy from their god. As even the great Rome has become littered with corpses, many fear that the taint is sent by him as punishment for the people's sins. Alright, yet more commanders need to be appointed. I would love to get a lot of this vassal opinion dealt with. Actually, we've improved things a bit. Foreigner, imperial administration, cruel, kind versus cruel, patient with the raw adulterer, and not a lot of that I'm going to be able to deal with. You guys merge. You guys load up. Load them up. Oh, wait. Never mind. The issue's been dealt with. For too long have you restricted the political influence of your vassals. The time has come to give the consortium more power. Submit to the demand to peacefully face the consequences. Increase council power. Title revocation committee. Yep, that's fine. We will resolve that issue. Alright. I mean, that's going to only hold that much supply. That probably is something I didn't want to do. Oh, that's not 100,000, that's 100. Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake there disbanding the boats. Dangerous factions. It's the Independence faction. The council is no longer discontent. Ecumenical Patriarch Nikephoros has died and been succeeded by Ecumenical Patriarch Maximus II. Okay. Is there anything I can do to get some of these guys? Defeat. Raiders. 62 men? Oh. Wallachia. You? 400 men. That is all the levy that you can raise. 2,000 men. Okay. Alright, no longer advisor. Alright, let's see if we can pull someone out of this faction by giving them an advisor seat. Who's one of the biggest here? Queen of Aragon. Despot of Serbia. Yeah, 1.51 thousand troops. 1.73 thousand troops. Okay. So we'll do Serbia. So you grant point counselor, make him an advisor. And that should pull him out. Yep, and now it's no longer a dangerous faction. Okay. Merge. Load. Get over here. Expand the ships. Now that retinue, I'm probably going to reduce the rate at which it reinforces to reduce the amount of cost it's inflicting on us. Or I could just let it go. Let's just let it go. Get it back up to full strength. More commanders. As you're working, Court Physician Burry bursts into your study. My Emperor, you have been up all night again. It will be in your best interest to not work so hard, lest you shall collapse from exhaustion. Realm never rests, so neither shall I. I get a trade stressed. Perhaps you're right, I will heed your advice. You lose diligent. And you get taking it easy. But give me a +1 health. I get stressed. Intrigue, stewardship. -1 health. But we are doing hunting focus, which already gives us +1 health. Or we do have anything that's giving us minus health. No. I'll take the stressed. No, I actually did not get stressed. Good. Commander again. I have no valid candidates for this commander position. Alright, let's appoint some commanders here. There's gonna be a river crossing. Well, we should be alright. Make these raiders pay. Alright, got it. Send them packing. Expand this army. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got a couple of characters who can be commanders now. How goes the Black Death? Okay, it's starting to subside. And we are actually very long here, longer than I had anticipated. Okay, so we'll go ahead, we'll end this episode here. A bit of a mess to kind of jump right into, but we seem to have weathered the worst of the storm, so now it's just a matter of trying to stabilize the realm, get all my vassals happy, and then maybe see what we can do about getting some territory under our control. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.